that we're missing lots of factors in our analyses, because what's actually true is we can describe these disparities, but we can't really answer the basic question of how come we have them. We can describe some basic characteristics of life that are associated with them. We can say things like having a high school degree makes a really big difference in what's going to happen next. Having a college degree has some influence, not as much as a high school degree, but it has some influence. So, okay, fine, education has something to do with something. But we can't really do a nuanced description of what are the inflection points in people's lives. My name is Ruth Finkelstein, and I'm the executive director of the Brookdale Center for Healthy Aging, which is a research and policy center at Hunter College. And I'm also a professor of public health at Hunter. It's no secret that there's a big variation in the health and well-being of older adults, right? There's been a lot of news about it, a lot of research about it. We know, for example, that there's a big gap in life expectancy between those people who are higher income and those people who are lower income. We know that over the last 50 years, the life expectancy of people overall has grown, but actually that hides the fact that people who are low and middle income haven't had a growth in life expectancy. It's just that people who are well off have had such a big growth and a ever bigger growth in life expectancy that it obscures the fact that some people are staying the same or actually living less long. We know that there's a really big gap in the healthiness of older adults. For example, if you measure by race, you find that women who are Black at the age of 51 have the same number of health conditions and level of health as women who are white, who are 70. That's a really big gap. So how come we're so much less good at the why than the what? Well, there's a couple of different reasons. I've been thinking about this really deeply and looking into it via a number of questions I'm interested in personally. And I discover that the questions I'm interested in, there's no data about them. And I think to myself, well, why in the world is there no data about these questions? Why is there no national data set describing people's income that they get from working off the books as well as on the books? How come we don't understand people's communications barriers to learning about the help that's available to them? All these, to me, really basic questions. Why haven't we described and measured and researched the way that poor families and all kinds of families help one another? Researchers don't think about the fact that the people that they're interested in understanding live lives that are different than their life, or live lives like the part of their life that they've chosen to forget about, right? And so it's not our common practice to start when we think we have a question or we think we have an issue, we think we're on to something. Step one needs to be to talk with the people that we're talking about, to check in with them. It might just